Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches, which are happening on Sunday, May 22, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Going back to our video, we will give you 3 parlay picks based on facts and detailed explanation. Plus during the video we will give you 3 hidden keywords and numbers. Combine it together and you will get an extra betting pick. So make sure to watch our videos till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. Our first parlay pick is Milwaukee Brewers vs Washington Nationals. Brewers minus 1.5 runs. And here is why. The Nationals are last in the NL East, already 13 games out of first place. On the road, Washington is 8-12, but due to usually being a sizable underdog, they have still turned a plus $75 profit in road games for the season, according to Covers.com. Overall, Washington is still the worst run line team in baseball, with a 15-25 record, minus $1,238. Washington has lost 4 of their last 5 games and has been outscored 32-8 over the span. The Milwaukee Brewers are first in the NL Central, leading the second-place Cardinals by 4 games. At home, Milwaukee is 13-5 and the 5th best money team at home, plus $219 according to Covers.com. As impressive as Milwaukee's overall record is this season, they are just 17-22, minus $593 on the run line. The Brewers have won 4 of their last 5 games following Friday's victory, outscoring their opponents 22-12 over that stretch. There's no doubt that the Nationals will be valuable underdogs this season, with the way Nelson Cruz and Juan Soto can perform at the plate. However, Washington is putting Aaron Sanchez on the mound Sunday, greatly decreasing the chances of winning this game. He's allowed 3 runs in each of his starts and was pulled in just 3.2 innings in his last outing. That was against the Marlins, whose lineup is far inferior to that of the Brewers. Before we continue, our first keyword is Milwaukee Brewers. Keep on watching our video till the end so you don't miss any of our pick. And to find the 2 remaining keywords for the extra pick. Now back to our analysis. Leadoff man Colton Wong and former MVP Christian Yelich have been great recently and have the Brewers as a top 5 ops team. Yelich hit for the cycle earlier this month in a game in which Milwaukee scored 11 runs. Games like that have catapulted them within the top 5 for runs scored as well. They're still leading the NL Central, but have the Cardinals creeping up behind them. They're certainly not taking the Nationals series lightly, as they're having Freddie Peralta on the mound. Washington may be at the bottom of the NL East, but Milwaukee knows they still have power in their lineup. Peralta is 3-1 on the year and is coming off of his best start. He held the Braves scoreless and allowed just 3 hits while striking out 7 hitters in his 6.0 inning start. The later he can go into this game, the better. The Brewers bullpen is currently middle of the pack and would like to conserve as many arms as possible before an upcoming series out in San Diego. Milwaukee is about to have 3 hitters with double-digit home runs and should provide Peralta with the run support he needs to close out the series. Our second parlay pick is New York Yankees vs Chicago White Sox. Yankees minus 1.5 game 1. And here is why. Johnny Cueto is coming off his 2022 season debut and is no longer that same pitcher he was throughout his career. He is coming into this game with a shutout performance, but has not done well throughout his career against AL East opponents, as he pitched in 14 games and was 4-5 with a 4.26 ERA in those games. If he can figure out how to improve his numbers and be a reliable veteran starter, it will really help the White Sox turn their season around. Jamison Taillon has done extremely well to begin his 2022 season, according to his baseball savant numbers, as he is in the 96th percentile in walk percentage, 85th percentile in chase rate, 71st percentile in hard hit percentage, and 59th percentile in ZERA. Taillon throws 6 different pitches: fastball, slider, curveball, cutter, sinker, changeup, and his curve has been doing well this year, as hitters are hitting .146 against it with 8 strikeouts. Jamison Taillon has pitched pretty well throughout his short Yankee career, so it will be an interesting time against a struggling lineup. Sundays in the MLB are great in the sense that they always provide the same schedule. It's the day that is full of early afternoon baseball and one featured Sunday night game. It's similar to the NFL in that way. However, after a postponement on Friday, the White Sox and Yankees will have a game during the day prior to their Sunday night game. All that to say that lineups and pitchers should be checked on throughout the day. Our second keyword is over. Keep on watching our video till the end so you don't miss our remaining parlay pick. And to find our remaining keyword for the free extra pick, it is usually the second game of a doubleheader where that is a concern. However, it's possible that it goes the other way, with either team wanting to rest guys before the nationally televised game. Regardless, they were given an extra rest day with the postponement and should not be doing so. New York isn't taking things lightly with James Taillon getting the start. He's 4-1 on the year and has won each of his last 3 starts. His last outing was the only one that he allowed more than 2 runs, and he was still able to get the win. That is in large part due to the Yankees being devastating at the plate. Giancarlo Stanton refuses to cool off, and Aaron Judge is one of the league leaders in total bases. They wasted no time after having Friday off, putting up 5 runs in the second inning of yesterday's game. That should come as no surprise as they sit atop the league in team ops and are slowly creeping to the top in terms of runs scored. With Chicago's struggling bullpen, there should be no concerns even if they don't put up another 5 runs early on. They'll also be more concerned with saving relief arms for the primetime game, only helping the already powerful Yankees lineup. Our third parlay pick is San Francisco Giants vs San Diego Padres. Giants win. And here is why. The San Diego Padres have started this 2022 regular season very strong and they are looking to keep this momentum rolling. They are currently in second place in the NL West and have their eyes on first. On the offensive side of the field, they are scoring 4.44 runs per game and hitting .229 as a team. This is the 11th most runs scored per game, but the 22nd lowest overall team batting average. They are finding different ways to score each game that they play, and they are showing that they are built for the long haul. San Diego has also realized that they don't have as much home run power as they thought. They are hitting .80 home runs per game, which is the 23rd lowest average in the MLB. The Padres are being forced to string hits together to score. They can't always rely on the long ball and still expect to win. The Padres have also been fairly conservative on the base paths this season. They have only stolen 18 bases, which is the 18th most in the league. They have realized that they need to move their runners into scoring position as quickly as they can, as they aren't consistently reaching base safely. I would recommend watching for Manny Machado at the plate in this one. He currently leads his team with the highest batting average and the most home runs. He is hitting .363 and has already poked out 7 home runs. The San Francisco Giants have jumped out to a hot start to begin this new 2022 regular season, but they still have a long way to go. They are currently in third place in the NL West, as the Dodgers and the Padres are the only 2 teams above them. On the offensive side of the field, they are currently scoring 5.16 runs per game and hitting .248 as a team. This is the most runs scored per game and the 6th highest overall team batting average. They are consistently reaching base as a team and forcing their opponents to make difficult plays in the field. The Giants have also realized that they have a ton of power littered throughout their lineup. San Francisco is currently hitting 1.08 home runs per game, which is the 8th highest average in the league. They can score runs in multiple different ways, as they are slowly turning into an offensive juggernaut. They can load the bases and drive in runs, or they can change the game with one swing of the bat. The Giants have also been one of the most aggressive base-running teams this season, as they have already taken 21 bases. This is the 12th most in the MLB, as the Giants have realized that they have a better chance of scoring when their runners are in scoring position. I would recommend watching for Jock Peterson at the plate for the Giants. He is currently leading his team in home runs, as he has already smoked 7 out of the park. The Giants are beginning to fall behind the Padres in the NL West and need to use Sunday's matchup to gain some ground. Despite losing the first 2 games of the series, they should be able to do so with Alex Wood on the mound. His numbers may not prove it, but he has much better stuff than they would lead you to believe. He's had to face the Rockies in his last 2 outings and the Dodgers in the start prior. Those are 2 of the top 3 lineups, and he should pitch better than San Diego's Mackenzie Gore. Before we continue, our third keyword is over 6.5 runs. Now you can combine all 3 keywords given during this video, and you will have our free extra pick. Now back to our analysis. Diego's Mackenzie Gore is not exactly a regular starter, as he didn't start his last appearance and is still very inexperienced. Gore hasn't taken on a divisional opponent yet and may be in for a bit of a wake-up call. The Giants are a top 10 ops lineup that is filled with experience. Mike Yastrzemski has been one of the best hitters this month, and Jock Peterson is performing far better than the start of the season. Along with Wilmer Flores and Brandon Crawford, San Francisco has found themselves rivaling the Yankees and Dodgers for the most runs scored in the league. They weren't able to put that on display yesterday, but they had been coming into this series and still produced 7 runs in the opener. The Giants also won the previous series against the Padres and did so by outscoring them 17-7. Outside of Manny Machado, the Padres lineup is not as complete as the Giants. Despite the great year he is having, they are still a bottom 10 team in terms of team ops. They may be ahead in the standings, but the expected results based on team statistics should start to catch up to them. Disclaimer: no financial advice. The information on this channel is provided for education and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information contained in or provided from or through this channel is not intended to be and does not constitute financial advice, investment advice, trading advice, or any other advice. The information on this channel and provided from or through this channel is general in nature and is not specific to you, the user, or anyone else. You should not make any decision, financial, investment, trading, or otherwise, based on any of the information presented on this channel without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or financial advisory.